Morning students, welcome back to Geography online class. So after Puja holidays, we are starting this lesson, isn't it? Already I have taught this Geography lesson 7 mapping skill, isn't it? I'm thinking so you have learned. So what you have learned in this mapping skill, once we can recall. And that map as a tool, maps and cartography, components of a map. What are the components of map? Title, scale, direction, grid system, projection, ligand, conventional signs and symbols. And there are 3 map symbols. What are that map symbols? Do you know? Yes, point symbol, line symbol, area symbol. Okay. Next one, color code. Also we have learned, isn't it? What are the color code? Brown, light blue, dark blue, green, black, red and pink. And also next we learned about this survey. After that, remote sensing as a source of map data. Under that, we have learned about aerial photography, satellite remote sensing and components of remote sensing. We have learned, isn't it? Next, what are the components of remote sensing? Students, listen. Already I had taught, isn't it? Energy source, transmission path, target and sensor. So today we are going to learn about Global Navigation Satellite System, that only GNSS, okay, and Global Positioning System and Geographic Information System, and last grade is the BOAN, okay. So once again I am saying today what we are going to learn and a few questions we are going to mark. Global Navigation Satellite System, GNSS, Global Positioning System, GPS, and Geographic Information System, GIS, and the BOAN. So today itself this lesson will go over. Okay. So first, Global Navigation Satellite System, GNSS. What do you know about this Global Navigation Satellite System? In which century we are living? In the 21st century. Okay, we are living in the 21st century. So what you know about this? See, Global Navigation Satellite System. So how it was connected means it was connected with the small electronic receiver or tracker to locate or monitor and track a user's vehicle wherever in the world. So with the help of Global Navigation Satellite System, we can track or we can see that where we are and where our vehicle, suppose if anything lost or anything missing also, we can find out with this Global Navigation Satellite System. It can also set up instant alert when a driver of a vehicle speed or deviate from a particular area. Okay. So this GNSS applications are used in tracking or mapping vehicles, ships and aircraft. So a group of satellites working with a network of ground stations provide location data. The receiver converts satellite signal into location, speed and time data. So please students, so what's the use of this GNSS? It is used for to monitor and to track a vehicle, for tracking, for mapping vehicle, ships and aircraft. This applications is used. Okay, what are the examples of GNSS? In Europe, Galileo, USA, NAVSTAR, Global Positioning System, GPS was used. Next in Russia, Global Naya Navigation Naya Sputnikovaya Systema, GLONASS. In China, Beidou Navigation Satellite System. India's IRNSS NAVIC system was used. Next one is the Global Positioning System. That is the short form of GPS. Global Positioning System. See, nowadays we are all using this mobile phone, isn't it? So suppose our mobile phone was lost, what we want to do? With the help of this GPS, we can find out. Without a global positioning system on our vehicle and mobile phone, we would feel lost. GPS is the US implementation of the world first and currently the most used global navigation satellite system created by the US Department of Defense. It became fully operational in 1995. So when it was come in act means in 1995. NAVSTAR, what is the full form of NAVSTAR? Navigation, Satellite, Timing and Ranging. Is a network of 24 US satellites in 6 different orbits in space, flying 20,350 kilometers above the surface of the Earth. So, each one circles the planet twice a day to provide continuous worldwide coverage. GPS receiver now come in all shape and size. Most are the size of a cellular phone. Some are handheld, others are installed in ships, planes, trucks and cars. So, what's the use of this GPS? GPS is implemented for the world first and currently it is the most used global navigation satellite system. Who has created this? US, United States of America Department of Defense. When it has become in operation 1995. Okay. So what are the advantages of GPS? What are the advantages of GPS? So GPS technology has tremendous applications in everything from mobile phone, watch, bulldozer, shipping, containers and ATMs also. This GPS, the main purpose of GPS is to help in providing accurate transport data, that is distance, route and direction. It helps in military searches and rescue in war. It can work as a reliable tourist guide also. So GPS was working as a guide also. It is a very, very useful and helpful for military persons also. GPS helps during accident and rescue efforts, speeding the delivery of emergency service and disaster relief. Weather forecasting, earthquake monitoring and environmental protection can be done effectively by using GPS. So what are the things can be used by GPS? Weather forecasting also, whether it is rain or not also we can find out. And also the earthquake monitoring and environmental protection can be done effectively by using GPS. Next one is the GIS. What is the full form of GIS? That is Geographic Information System. Geographic Information System. What do you know about this Geographic Information System? GIS, Geographic Information System, is a computer-based tool for managing a large amount of data collected for a given geographic region through remote sensing. With the help of the remote sensing only, information was collected. Okay, GPS and other sources. The Geographic Information System is a combination of computer, hardware, software, geographic data and the personnel. So GIS, geographic means a particular area, information, facts in order, system arrangement. So a particular area, facts in order, arrangement is called as GIS. It was first recognized in the late 1950s. Who has first find out this GIS? Waldo Tobler and Roger Tomlinson. They belong to Canada. Okay. The prime example of important GIS for public welfare are Google Map, Yahoo Map and Google Earth. Okay, what are the important examples of GIS? Google Map, Yahoo Map and Google Earth. The key ingredient in location, we must have a coordinate, an address or a distance from a known point that helps us to link the information to a location on a map. So for the map also, this GIS is useful. Each type of data of an area is stored as a separate layer of the map. In GIS, layers may be used sometime and removed according to need. Examples are hospitals, schools, water body, park, and ATMs. The computer can create maps showing any combinations of data. So the GIS fit in many places also, where hospitals, schools, water bodies, that means sea, lake, pond, etc. also there, and park and ATM also they have fixed this GIS. Okay. Next, Bhuvan. What do you know about this Bhuvan? Bhuvan in Sanskrit for earth. Tamil will say Bhumi, isn't it? It's a free internet based computer application launched by the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. So, who has introduced this Bhuvan? That is the ISRO. Bhuvan means earth is a free internet based computer application who was launched by the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO. When it was launched means on August 12th, 2009. It enabled visualization of Indian remote sensing images taken over a year ago by ISRO 7 satellite, including Cartosat 1 and Cartosat 2. Using Bhuvan connected to internet, one can explore places of interest, scenes of event in the news or part. Around the world, they may never visit in person by either entering the name of place or coordinate, latitude and longitude. Bhuvan has tremendous use for scientists, academic, policy makers, and the general public. So, when this Bhuvan was launched, it was launched in August 12th, 2009. At first, it enabled visualization of Indian remote sensing images taken over a year ago. Who has introduced me? ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. So they have used the 7 satellite, including Cartosat 1 and Cartosat 2. So with the help of this Bhuvan can connect to internet also. And also Bhuvan has tremendous use for scientists. Who and all use this Bhuvan means scientists, academicians, policy makers, and the general public. Okay. Next we can see about the choose the correct answer. Next, Roman, I'll take page number 227. 227. Choose the correct answer. First one, the new phase is topological surveying in the 20th century is dash. That is satellite imaginary. Answer, satellite imaginary. Option D. Option D is the correct answer. Next, second one, dash indicate the purpose of theme of a map. That is option A, title. Third one, standard symbols that are used in maps to convey a definite meaning are called dash. That is option A, conventional signs and symbols. Next, fourth one, which one of the following maps show as a very large area with less detail? That is option D, small scale. Fifth one, GPS consists of a constellation of dash satellite. Option B, 24. Next, match the following. First one, the art and science of mapping. Cartography. Thematic map. That is political map. Actual shape of the earth. Geoid. A satellite in Artsat. NAVSTAR USA. Okay. Next one, consider the given statement and choose the right option given below. First one, assertion A, the points at which the vertical and horizontal lines of the grid intersects are called coordinate. Reason or the lines that run horizontally and vertically are called northings and eastings respectively. Here option A is the correct answer. Both A and R are true or explains A. Second one, assertion A, the legend of a map does not help us to understand the information of a map. Reason or it is usually placed at the left or right corner at the bottom of the map. Here also option A is the correct answer. A is false, R is true. Next, Roman number 4. Already I have marked on you question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Isn't it? Today we can mark question number 5. That is, mention a few surveying instrument. What are the surveying? Page number 223. Page number 223. Mention the few surveying instrument. Page number 223, last para you can find out. Under the heading survey, second para, fully. Geographers mainly use chain, prismatic compass, plane table, Dumpy level, Abney level, clinometer, theoretical total station and GNSS to measure the distance, angle, altitude and position of the area of survey. That's all. Next, sixth question, define remote sensing. That is page number 224. Under the heading remote sensing as a source of map data, second para, remote means far away and sensing means observing or collecting information. Remote sensing means acquiring information of things placed from a distance using a variety of tools and methods. That's all. Next, seventh question, what are the components of remote sensing? That is page number 225. What are the components of remote sensing? Under the heading components of remote sensing, energy source, transmission path, target and sensor. That's all. Next, give reason. Give reason. Already I have marked question number 2 and 3. Isn't it? Now, today first question, satellite imaginary stimulate map making. Satellite, that one, those are having guide, you can use that guide. And Sura guide, page number 67, that answer is there. Cartography object extraction from digital imaginary is a fundamental operation for GIS update. Second point, remote sensing is a multidisciplinary technique of electronic and analog image acquisitions and exploitations which include aerial photography. Third point, the images thus acquired by remote sensing are further processed to extract the different features. That's all. Once again, I'm reading. Cartographic object extraction from digital imaginary is a fundamental operations of GIS update. Second point, remote sensing is a multidisciplinary technique of electronic and analog image acquisitions and exploitations which include aerial photography. The images thus acquired by remote sensing are further processed to extract the different features. Next, Roman number 6, distinguish between the following. That also first one and second one from the guide. Okay, differentiate between globe and map. Differentiate between globe and map. Yes, distinguish the following. First question, differentiate between globe and map. Okay, here 4 points are here. First one, gives under map gives a 2-dimensional presentation of a region. Globe gives a 3-dimensional presentation of the entire world. Map is easy to use and portable. Globe it is not easy to carry. Map, the region can be easily identified. In globe, it is called a duplicate Earth. Map, it presents a distributive view as it is flat. Globe, it is more accurate. Okay. Second question, differentiate between large scale map and small scale map. There are only 2 points. First point, it shows only small area, it shows a large area. But it shows in great detail, but it shows in less detail. Okay. Next, third question. Aerial photographs and satellite imaginaries. That is page number 225. Under the heading satellite remote sensing and aerial photograph, first 2 points. Okay. High cost of satellite system takes at least 10 years to plan, construct, test and launch. So, here under aerial photography, surveying can be planned and executed in a shorter time economically. Second point, satellite collect large amount of data of the entire area in a short span. Under aerial photography, takes more time to capture an area. Aircraft needs to fly back and fro. Okay, that's all. Next, distinguish between GIS and GPS. That is page number 226. Page number 226. Distinguish between GIS and GPS. GIS. Under the heading GPS, advantages of GPS, that third point and fourth point. Okay. GPS helps during accident and rescue efforts, speeding the delivery of emergency. Okay. GIS and GPS, page number 226. Under the heading advantages of GPS, second point and third point. GPS helps during accident and rescue efforts, speeding and delivery of emergency service and disaster relief. Weather forecasting, earthquake monitoring and environment protection can be done effectively by using GPS. Under the heading geographic information system, that also the same answer. Geographic information system is a computer-based tool for managing a large amount of data collected for a given geographic region through remote sensing. That's all. Next, answer in paragraph. Already I marked and give 2 questions, isn't it? This is the third question. Explain the major uses of GPS. Explain about any one. That is page number 226. Under the heading Global Positioning System, third line. GPS is the US implementation of the world's first and currently the most used global navigation satellite system. Created by the US Department of Defense. It became fully operational in 1995. NAVSTAR, Navigation Satellite Timing and Ranging, is a network of 24 US satellites in 6 different orbits in space, flying 20,350 km above the surface of the Earth. Each one circle the planet twice a day to provide continuous worldwide coverage. GPS receivers now come in all shapes and sizes. Most are the size of a cellular phone. Some are handheld, others are installed in ship, plane, trucks and cars. That's all. Next term. Fourth question. Buoy has tremendous uses for scientists, policymakers and the general public. Justify. That is page number 226, 227. 226 under the heading Buoy. That para full. Okay, from Buoy is a free internet-based computer application. From that to Buoy has tremendous uses for scientists, academicians, policymakers and the general public. Up to that, the detailed question. Okay. Yes, next map exercise. With the help of an atlas, mark the following on the outline map of Tamil Nadu. Here, 4 questions they have given. First one, the latitude and longitude of Chennai. How much latitude and how much longitude? That is, in Chennai, you can see in the map also 13.08 degree north to 780.27 degree east. Next question, mark the city located at 10 degree north, 78 degree east. That is Madurai. Next, C, locate the city approximately on 11 degree north and 76 degree east. That is Kozhikode. Okay, that is Kozhikode. Next one, find the latitude and longitude of Kanyakumari and mark it. That is 8 degree 4 minutes north latitude and 77.5 degree east longitude is Kanyakumari. Okay, thank you students.